3 minutes. Two minutes. One minute. Ladies and gentlemen, this final will consist of 2 tiebreak sets with no outscoring. 10-point match tiebreak will be played at 1 set all. To the left of the chair, both from Australia, Matthew Barton, Michael Look. To the right of the chair, both from Australia, Luke Saville, Andrew Whittington. Barton Look won the toss and chose to receive.
And welcome back here to the men's doubles final at the 2011 Bendigo William Loud International. And look, it's been a bit of an upset throughout the way for Luke Saville and Andrew Whittinghausen. They upset the number 2 seed John Pearce and Dane Propagia in the first round, 6-3, 6-4. Before going on to defeat Joey Swaisland and Jordan Thompson at 6-4, 6-3. And then after that match there, they went on to beat the number 3 seeds Marcus Daniel and Jose Statham 4-6, 6-3 and 10-4 in that third deciding tiebreaker. Matthew Barton and Michael Look were the number 4 seeds, and they came through a first round matchup against Andrew Harris and Jack Shapansky 7-6, 2-6, 10-2. Then in the next match,
Andrew Whittington to serve.
They beat Ben Mitchell and Matt Reid. Love 6, 7-6, 10-4.
Play. Out. Below 15.
15 off the second serve there. We've seen some fantastic doubles action in the tournament so far. Obviously, with some of the highlights being that first round matchup for Luke Saville and Andrew Whittingham upsetting John Pearce and Dane Propagia. Both players have looked in great form in the doubles. Luke Saville, unfortunately, just going out in the singles earlier on today against Matt Reid, the number 3 seed. So I'll be looking to bounce back here.
Low 30.
Missed volley attempt there by Luke Saville, just in at the net, not making it back over. Other scores coming through out on court 6. Casey Delacroix defeated the Jiao 6-2, 6-1, I believe, to progress in the women's singles draws, where she would now play the winner of Sasha Jones and Misa Kawaguchi.
15-30.
And as I'm just joined here in the commentary box by Sam Groff after his magnificent singles victory just before. Welcome, Sam.
How you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you. As I just said before, you certainly were on form in that singles match. You would have to be very happy with your performance out there today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can never walk away from a match like that with too many disappointments, you know. Probably one of the best matches I've ever played.
Well, look, probably your all-round game was that impressive probably for that one there. Obviously, you've sort of relied more on the forehand and that big, powerful serve that you've got. Obviously, third fastest recorded time in the world, but probably a lot of nice slice backhands and the ability to mix it up and probably read the points and take your opportunities when they came along.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I felt like I served very well, but you know, I actually hit a lot of winners, especially from my backhand side a little bit, which is maybe my side, which is a little more solid at times, and not as many winners. But I hit a lot of winners off that today, and you know, also hung in a lot of points and won quite a lot of long rallies as well, which is I guess something a lot of guys don't really expect me to do, and something I've sort of added to my game a little bit.
Yeah, well, certainly even from the earlier rounds, your ability to be able to stick in the rally and even work yourself back from a point where maybe you've sort of been struggling and the other players had the advantage, and you've been able to get yourself back to probably an even keel and then just work your way through the points, take your time, just waiting for that right opportunity to hit the winner there.
Yeah, definitely. And I sort of knew against James coming forward, you know, he makes a lot of balls, and I didn't feel like he was going to actually hurt me too much, so I sort of felt like I was able to hang in the rally a little bit more and wait for that opportunity a little bit. And you know, it's maybe something I can take from that match and put into a lot more of my other matches too. You know, just waiting for that right ball a little bit more, and yeah, when it's there, then going for it.
Yeah, certainly good to see. And the wild card playoffs coming up for the Australian Open, you'd certainly be happy with your form going in there.
Yeah, definitely. You know, obviously no guaranteed entries in that yet, but you know, I guess a match like that, and you know, moving into the semis, and obviously not done yet this week. You know, coming back, I guess they probably Tennis Australia a little bit doesn't know what to expect with me coming back, and I think this helps put my hand up a little bit for that.
First game.
Yeah, well, obviously, only sort of played the 8 matches before this tournament on the Pro Tour. You're starting to come back in a little bit of fitness, and also having spent some time playing football, which would have been an interesting experience for you.
Yeah, definitely. You know, my last matches on the pro circuit were back in March, so you know, long break from me. I had shoulder surgery and obviously some personal issues and stuff, and took a bit of a break away from the tour. You know, I went and did some coaching, and actually went and played some footy in suburban Melbourne. You know,
Matthew Barton to serve.
Sort of refreshed myself a little bit from the grind that I've been on for a number of years, and you know, I feel like coaching and learning a lot about my game and a lot of stuff I'm telling you know, the kids I've been coaching, and trying to adapt that into what I'm doing, just taking a step back and you know, learning from that. And yeah, after my shoulder surgery, taking that time away from actually playing and getting really strong and fit to play footy probably was the best thing for that as well.
Yeah, well, it certainly looks like you're in that sort of good conditioning, which you really need to be able to step up to in these level of tennis. And I think probably taking the time out is giving you probably a fresh perspective on the game, and sometimes you need to do that just to know where you really sit and how much you actually love playing. Yeah,
definitely. You know, yeah, I really needed that break. You know, I went through a lot this year, and you know, just to be home and be around people, you know, who are always there, and you know, find out who your true friends and everything are. And, you know, spent that time home, spent that time away, and you know, coming out refreshed now. And you know, first time back, you sort of never know how you're going to feel. You know, I've played a couple of money tournaments in Premier League in Melbourne, and you it's a different expectation coming out here, and playing a match like I did today, it really makes me realise how much I want to be out here, and I'm a competitive natured person, and there's nothing better than being out here in a competitive situation.
Yeah, well, it certainly was I was absolutely awestruck with some of the shots that you were able to pull off there at various times. You looked in absolutely great form, probably one of the most impressive performances I've seen throughout the week of the tournament here.
Yeah, like I said, it gives me confidence going in tomorrow. Whether you can expect to play as well again a second day in a row, but it certainly gives you confidence going out there tomorrow that it is in there and that it can be done. And I'll play, come out and play Reedy tomorrow and try and bring the same sort of game.
Yeah, well, it certainly will be a great one to sort of tune in here, thanks to Power Audio Visual. 2 big hitters, with plenty of opportunities for some winners there. And look, both of you probably throughout the week, I think, have probably started off very hard hitting and trying to win the points very early, but you're slowly realising that you're able to sort of keep in the rallies a little bit more, and probably playing someone who's also another big hitter means that there's going to be some fantastic shots.
Yeah, definitely. Reedy's got a great forehand, and likes to give the ball a bit of a whack around as well. And I think also the conditions today with the rain this morning, it's a little bit heavier than maybe the other days. Even though the other days were probably a touch windier, but wind's picking up a little bit here now. But with it being that little bit heavier today because of the rain, the balls are a little bit slower, and you've almost got to wait that little bit longer.
Yeah, and probably one of the other highlights has been with the interaction on the doubles court in that first match there, and a few of the times you've been able to give some of the younger players just a little bit of assistance with some of the calls there, letting them know throughout the games. I've pegged you down if they ever bring it in for the same as the cricket with a Michael Clark or a Matthew Hayden in those 2020s, that you're going to be the first on the list from a marketing point of view that I'd absolutely love to have mic'd up there. Certainly entertaining for the crowd.
Yeah, I don't know, that might be a little dangerous. You might have to get the beeper on it sometimes though, but yeah, I certainly have some interesting stuff to say to myself at times, that's for sure.
Well, it certainly would be a sight to see. And doubles here, what have you made of the doubles tournament so far? A few interesting results, obviously the 4th seed, and then Andrew Rittinghausen and Luke Saville not even be seeded, making it all the way through to the final.
Yeah, I mean, I think these guys won last week, so it's maybe after that result, maybe not too much of a surprise coming through. And Luke and Barton came through our section where we lost to a couple of wildcards, but Fiends obviously struggled with injury and was forced to retire against Ben yesterday. So maybe not too much of a surprise when you sort of know those things as opposed to just looking at the draw. But there's always last tournament of the year. A few guys keen to maybe get home after a long stint away, and there can be always some interesting results as well.
Yeah, it's good to see. What have you made probably of some of the international prospects? Obviously the Great Britain guys were out in the press today, sort of thinking how fantastic the Pro Tour was for their learning experience and being able to build up a little bit more sort of experience on these hard courts rather than sort of a lot of, over in Europe they started playing on a lot of grass courts and a lot of clay, obviously in England and France, whereas they haven't sort of had this exposure as good preparation for some of the upcoming tournaments out here in Australia. Yeah,
definitely. It's good that Tennis Australia is starting to put on a lot more events, and it's good like communities in places like Bendigo, putting out the money and putting on a great event. I mean, you guys have got a great centre here, and it was something, coming back to tennis was a place that I was really looking forward to coming, especially after winning last year here. And it's good for local communities to support sort of the younger guys and all the guys coming through and trying to crack that next level as well.
Yeah, well, it's certainly been great for Bendigo as well. Obviously, the exposure of tennis here has really given it a boost, even from our local participation levels and media exposure, with the town really getting behind the William Loud Bendigo International for 2011.
Yeah, and it's good to see the schools coming through, and the exposure for the younger kids who maybe don't get too much access to tennis or haven't really had that push into the sport. Yeah, it's great to see the schools coming through and the hot shot set up out the back, and they come in and watch a little bit, and I think it's really good what's going on here this week.
Yeah, well, it's certainly great, isn't it, from Tennis Australia's perspective, starting to implement some of those programs. Obviously, there was the review over the last couple of years, and probably struggling at the top line mark after the retirements of Pat Rafter and Leighton Hewitt sort of getting on a bit. Obviously, we've had Bernard Tomic come through, and also Matt Abden with with his fantastic results, especially
lead 2 games to 1.
Shanghai Masters over the last sort of few months. Any other up-and-coming young players as well that you've seen on the Pro Tour who you think could take that step? Excluding yourself, obviously.
Yeah, I had this conversation with Leon the other day. You know, it's you just never know who's going to take that step through. You know, it's a lot of guys didn't expect Matt to, and Matt's a good mate of mine, and played a lot of doubles and travelled a lot together as well. And you know, I guess a lot of guys wrote him off and never really expected him to sort of get through. Said he didn't really have enough weapons, but he's proven a lot of people wrong. And you know, I'm really happy to see Matt get through. And you know, who's going to step up next? I mean, you just never know. You know, who's going to. You know, tennis can be such a confidence game. You get through here maybe, or you do well in the wildcard playoffs and have a good January, and then a couple of challenges here at the start of the year. You know, you can really make a big push early in the year, and you know, get on that bit of a roll. And you know, there's no better feeling than a winning feeling, and you know, that's what you see. You see guys get that and just roll with it a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, well, it certainly has probably been something which has developed a little bit over the last few years, that we're seeing players maybe develop a little bit later on the tour. Obviously, there's always the standouts like your Djokovic and things like that who can come in from sort of 18, 19 years of age. But now it's sort of taking a while that they're probably going through more of a process and working their way up to be able to play in those higher class events. Yeah, definitely. I mean, tennis has become so physical over the last few years. You only have to look at the guys who are in the top 10. You know, Nadal, Ferrer, Djokovic, how physical he's been this year. But he's almost broken down here at the end of the year just with how physical the game's gotten. And I just don't think at a young age, unless you're that super talented, like you said, one that comes through who, you know, just scary ability. You know, you've got to have that time to develop your body and also your mind. You know, it's a long grind out there. It's a long season. It's a long slog. A long time away from home. And I think that's maybe the physical side and that side of things is the reason why, you know, not so many really young ones are coming through now. Well, I mean, obviously it's probably a hard thing as well in Australia that you've got so many different sports as you playing football, and all the codes do seem to be competing for these top line players, that it's very important to have these Pro Tour events as a stepping stone to be able to help them along the way and continue their tennis career when they have so many other attractive options. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you only have to look at the draft yesterday in the AFL. You know, you've got 105 picks in the draft of guys going to football clubs who are all going on a base salary of $60,000 a year, and that's only one year. You know, so it's really good for events like this to try and keep people in Australia and keep us participating and keep us going, and you know, hopefully Tennis Australia can keep going at the younger level and get the kids in from there, because it is tough. It is tough to compete with all these other sports with not having a massive population. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing as well. With tennis, you're competing on an international level, whereas some of these other sports, you can make a living just playing here in Australia and you've got no other competitors. But obviously, Tennis Australia's been able to slowly bring in these processes, obviously with the new appointment of Pat Rafter as well to Tennis Australia, to be able to make sure that our men's and women's games are strong, and as well as the links through to the junior levels. Yeah, definitely. I mean, just hope they can keep pushing, and we can push more guys up to the next level now. Well, I mean, I certainly think that
lead 3 games to 1.
Bernard Tomic's arrival last year, playing very well at the Australian Open, would have helped boost the popularity, as well as Sam Stosur winning the US Open would have really given a lot of a lift for the young female tennis players in these tournaments here. Luke Saville's probably another one here who's just sort of made his way up from the junior Wimbledon win earlier on this year. What do you make about his prospects about probably turning into a top-line pro player and eventually cracking that top 100? Yeah, I mean, it's like anything. It's still how he can develop his game. You know, it's only his first pro circuit quarter-final, I think, this week, and how can you say, you know, it's, you know, is he going to stick with it for a few more years? You know, it's a tough slog. How a guy's going to handle it? How's he going to be mentally? How's he going to be physically? How's the body going to hold up? You know, obviously he's done very well in junior Wimbledon and these sort of things, but in the end, it's a long slog, and it takes it's a lot of years, and there's a lot of factors, and you know, obviously you wish everyone all the best. You know, but
I know from experience that it's a long slog, and then things can change very quickly. And I've had my fair share of injury issues and personal issues and other stuff. And at 24, I feel like I'm sort of starting again, but for the better. And hopefully someone like him can learn these lessons very quickly and push through a little quicker.
Yeah, well, hopefully as well, with the support of Tennis Australia now as well, we'll be able to sort of back our players in and help them along the way. I think it's probably something which at times has been hard for some of the guys, obviously travelling around so much that you really need that good core support. And obviously you found out this year with everything happening that if you can build that core support around and get yourself in a good position, that really sort of sets you up as well, because without that it's really going to be a tough struggle to be able to be on top of your game.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing for me coming back that I feel like I've got. I had a couple of the guys that I'm working with and that I was actually coaching myself with the last couple of months. I even drove up this morning. Couldn't stay for my match because I had to get back to Melbourne, but at least came up and spent the morning with me. And another friend of mine stayed and watched the match, drove up from Melbourne, and then yesterday another carload came up and watched me. And it's just knowing you have those people around you, and it just certainly makes a big difference.
It's certainly great to hear that now as well. Obviously with Tennis Australia at the moment, there has been a lot of sort of talk about the Australian Open with the wildcards being swapped, and also with the exposure given to some of the players at the French Open and Wimbledon sort of being a talking point lately in the media. What do you make of that, about the opportunity there that you might have a wildcard maybe to go play at a Wimbledon or a French Open as well, to be able to gain experience over there?
I think it's a good idea. The only thing it does do is take away, I guess, a number of opportunities. It might give an opportunity to the same person a few times, which if they're deserving, it's fair enough. If they're really pushing through, and it's something. Obviously, Tennis Australia has probably weighed up over the years, and that whether we give a number of guys more of an opportunity at home during the Aussie Open, or whether we, give people that opportunity overseas. And
BARTON, look.
Yeah, I guess it remains to be seen which way it's going to work.
Yeah, well, it's certainly been something which has been very interesting. The English were sort of talking about it earlier on today, with those guys now sort of sending a few guys out here to Australia to even play on our pro tour over their sort of winter break. So it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, Wimbledon's probably one that you'd love to be able to maybe get a run out there one day in a few games. Yeah, definitely.
I've played qualies there before, and I played juniors there, but obviously to get out there in the main park and give it a real crack. And coming back now for me, just to get out there and be playing every week's a bonus at the moment. And if I can keep that love for it, I think I can really push back up to that really top level.
Yeah, well, it certainly sounds great. And Sam, if you can keep that form up from today, I've got no doubt it won't be too long before we see you pushing for one of those top 100 rankings there.
Yeah, that'd be something that'd be really good, that's for sure.
Yeah. Obviously, Davis Cup as well. You've experienced that before, having been involved with the team.
Yeah, definitely. I went down to Chile back in 2008, I think it was. And that was something I really enjoyed. And obviously, it's everyone's dream to play for their country and to be involved in Davis Cup. And for me, obviously, it's a long way off right now. But like I said, everything's a process, and I'll come back and I'll do everything I can to get myself to that level, and maybe one day stick my hand up and be given an opportunity.
Yeah, certainly would be great to see. Obviously, that powerful serve as well on some of the various courts around the world could be a major weapon. What did you make of the difference being able to play Davis Cup with obviously the coaching and the different rule structures there? Would have been something different to have, being able to have a little bit of a device throughout the
15 love.
Course of various games and things like that?
Yeah, it's just great being part of a team atmosphere, when you've got a rest of a team sitting there cheering for you. And, I really enjoy playing any sort of team competitions. The Premier League in Melbourne this year, Victorian Premier League was probably, that team environment was sort of what got me back into tennis. Without that environment, maybe I would have stuck to my footy, and I had opportunities there. And just being part of a team and part of not just out there playing for yourself, but having people there for you. That's sort of what drew me back into the sport again.
Yeah, well, that's fantastic. Obviously, Williamstown invited you down at one stage to have a bit of a pre-season and a kick around. How much consideration did you give that? Obviously, we have seen a few former tennis players make the move over to AFL, especially large, tall guys like yourself. I believe Zach Smith at one stage, who's up at the Gold Coast, was a fairly handy tennis player as well.
Yeah, I mean, I actually had a couple of meetings with the CEO and the football manager and these sorts of people, and I was actually planning on going down. You know, I'd restructured a lot of my coaching I was doing, and you know, I was serious about maybe giving it a real crack. And it wasn't really until I decided to come back to tennis that I sort of called them and said, "Oh, yeah, I'm going back to tennis, and I won't be coming down." And you know, it was something I was really going to do, whether how good I would have been and how I could have gone. But you know, obviously after playing professional tennis and for a number of years, it was something I was going to give a fair go and see what I could have done.
No AFL clubs
15,
then, sort of
40.
thinking about the having played 3 years, you're allowed to put yourself on the rookie list there. You might have to put together a little video highlights one day, like some of those international guys didn't see. Send it into a few of the clubs, see what happens.
No, back to tennis for me now.
Game, Saville Whittington.
There we
Barton
go.
look lead, 4-2.
Got one break back there.
Thank you very much as well, Sam, for giving up your time today. I know you're very busy and probably a bit tired after the last match there. It's greatly appreciated for you to be able to join us here on our live telecast, which you can click on to Tennis Australia's website and have a look through the links there to Bendigo Tennis. While you're there, maybe you can check out Sam's profile as one of the players there on their website.
No worries, it's great what you guys are doing and promoting tennis through the live stream and that sort of stuff, and it's great promotion for guys playing at this level as well.
Yeah. Well, certainly, hopefully, this level of exposure might be able to give you a bit more chance to bring on a couple more sponsors, things like that, and even your existing ones, hopefully they can appreciate the fact that you are getting out there and being seen by tennis fans from across the world.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's playing at these events is not too often. A lot of these guys get the promotion that you guys are giving right now, and hopefully there's plenty of people logging on. And you know, like you said, you know, if someone sees and wants to jump on board, you know, I'm more than happy to talk offers and.
Out. 30 love.
You're certainly a player which does seem to be going back up the rankings, Sam. So hopefully those sponsor offers will start coming in soon for you.
Love. Game, Saville Whittington. Barton look lead, 4-3.
And a big thank you there to Sam Groth. Absolutely fantastic for him to come over after having just finished his singles match there. Look, I've got an interesting encounter here in the men's doubles final with Matthew Look and also and Matthew Barton taking a 4-3 lead with a break up against Luke Saville and Andrew Whittinghausen. Obviously that they both sets of doubles have been really good form lately, and Sam probably being a little bit more regular on the Pro Tour, not being too surprised with their performance here to make it through to the final, which is a fantastic result for both.
Time.
Time here now. We're about to get this 8th game underway as the crowd's starting to fill up a little bit more. Obviously, with the rain delay there at various times, made it a little bit difficult. But if you are around Bendigo and do want to come out and see a fantastic doubles final, there is certainly plenty of action to be seen here today. Otherwise, make sure you get down tomorrow to see the singles of the men's and women's finals at various stages. Look, Casey Lalac was certainly one to watch out for in the women's singles matches, and Sam Groth, his performance was absolutely amazing. today. I think they're probably my two picks to go on and take out these singles tournaments of the final, which will be live stream on Sunday. If you want to tune in, catch the action if you're not from Bendigo. But if you are a local, make sure you do get down here, as I'm sure the grandstands will be packed for both sets of finals to see some amazing tennis. The wind's now actually just starting to pick up and causing a little bit of havoc with some of these ball tosses and players' shots, as they are just going to have to make some slight adjustments to their shots.
$15.30.
What?
$30
30 here now with a very important game for Michael looking and Matthew Barton to be able to hold serve here. And
What?
just getting a little bit of the jitters up at the moment in this men's double final. Obviously both sets of players would really like to come out away with a win here for the last doubles final, but that was an absolutely fantastic cross-court backhand return there by Andrew Whittington.
Whoa.
Game, Saville Whittington.
There we
4
go.
games all.
Back to 4-all here in the first set. Absolutely great result there for Luke Saville and Andrew Whittington being able to get that break back, and now we're right in with a chance here in this first set, back on serve.
$15
Wow.
$30.
30 love, and a strong start to this service game here for Luke Saville and Andrew Whittington, looking to solidify that break back and force the opportunity to break and take out the first set, as well as win the first serve then of the second set here in this men's doubles final at the 2011 William Laird International.
$40.
Terrific smash there on the net by Luke Saville, really looking to develop his game and rebound from that singles defeat earlier to Matt Reid. Obviously looking up and about there at the moment, keen to be able to get this win here in the doubles final.
$40-15. $40-30. Deuce. Deciding point. Receiver's choice.
And look, this is a bit of an opportunity here for Michael Look and Matthew Barton to get that break back. Very important moment here. Wind's certainly starting to pick up a little bit more now. A little bit swirly. Thankfully though, we do have a few blue skies now.
Game, Saville Whittington.
There we go, though, that return just going too
Saville
wide
Whittington
there.
lead, 5 games to 4.
And Saville and Whittington take that 5-4 lead here. Very important moment coming up to hold serve here for Matthew Barton and Michael Look. It's probably a good time to remind everyone out there who is watching this through the live stream that is brought to you by Power Audio Visual for all your live streaming and videoing needs.
Time.
They do have hires or sales if you want to reach them. 0354414592. Also a bit of a time to have a little bit of chat about some of our other sponsors here. Also have William Loud, who have produced these magnificent courts for this event today. Obviously we've had a little bit of chat about the rebound ace styled surface of these hard courts. Also the City of Greater Bendigo, who've come on board as a major sponsor here. Fantastic major event for the Bendigo community to be able to bring in some top line tennis, as that was an absolutely magnificent serve there. To be 15 all now, not allow the chance to slip through it. Love 30 to occur.
(30-15). (40-15). Okay, Barton Look.
There we go with Barton.
5 games all.
Look, they're sort of having to get that last service game after being broken the previous one. Good effort and strong service game there for them. Had the opportunity last game to break back, but weren't able to capitalise. So here we go. Let's see if they can get this one in.
Up!
Out. 15.
Love 15 here with that half volley just going out too long. Obviously with Saville and Whittington moving into the net probably a lot earlier than what their
Wait,
opponents,
please.
Michael Look and Matthew Barton are. Also had the trainer appear now, just standing in
15
between
all.
the two grandstands. Wonder if anyone's got any complaints about anything going on at the moment. We have seen him given a fairly regular workout throughout the course of this tournament, with a couple of retirements there at various stages.
(30-15). 40-15. Game, Saville, Whittington.
There we
New
go.
balls, please.
Saville and Whittington
Saville,
now
Whittington lead 6 games to 5.
Now going up 6-5, and the momentum's slowly starting to turn in this game, with the guys there getting themselves in good positions at the net, with Barton and Luke also probably standing back at the baseline a little bit more often, trying to play those passing shots, but what they were getting earlier on in this match, they just haven't been able to quite recapture at this stage, with Luke Saville probably playing a lot of high, deep baseline shots just to be able to set them up so that then the return's probably more of a half volley or a punching shot forward without getting the full range of power for those passing lanes.
Time.
Oh, wow.
15 love. Wait, please. Fifteen all.
All right, so just updating our semi-finals for tomorrow. Our semi-final lineup on live stream. Sam Groth will be on live stream, taking up Matt Reid, match 1 at 10 o'clock at the Bendigo Bank Tennis Complex. Live streaming through Tennis Australia channel on YouTube, and love you guys to tune in, watch Sam Groth taking on Matt Reid. That will be followed by a women's singles match. Casey Delacqua taking on the Japanese player Miska Iguchi, and Iguchi taking care of Sasha Jones, who Delacqua beat in the final of the Traralgon event just this weekend.
Game, Barton look.
And then we
6 games all, first set, tiebreak.
At the same time as that match on court number 6, we are going to have the other men's singles semi-final. In that match, we'll have the winner of Ben Mitchell. Ben Mitchell and Ruben Statham are currently at 1 set all, and Mitchell leading 4-3 in that match currently on court, and the winner of that will be taking on Michael Look in the semi-finals. Michael obviously on court here now, and he will be a semi-finalist in the singles tomorrow. That match going on not before 11.
Saville, Whittington.
That match will not be live streamed, unfortunately, but I'm sure we'll keep you up to date with the results as they come to hand for that match, and the final live stream match of the semi-finals tomorrow. Isabella Holland taking on Olivia Rogowska, and that should be a great match. Both players in really good form.
both in the top 200 in the world, and great to see two young Australian girls doing well. And
1-1.
sure they'll put on a good show, and most likely the winner of that match most likely taking on Casey Delacqua, who's looked untroubled so far in the finals. But we've got a good match here, men's doubles action in a tiebreak. Young Luke Saville and Andrew Whittington aiming for 2 pro circuit doubles titles in a row. Took out the final of Traralgon last week and the city of Latrobe International.
Out 2-1, Barton look.
Just fortunate to get through the tennis here in Bendigo today. We've had some pretty ordinary looking clouds around, and had a 4-hour rain delay, not getting underway until 2 p.m. local time.
Wait, please.
And, as the chair umpire sorts her court out here.
Two all.
Good volley there from Luke Saville. And locking this match up at 2-all in the first set. Best of 2-set match. And we play a 10-point match tiebreaker should it go 2-3 in pro circuit doubles events.
Out. 3-2.
A terrific
Barton
return there coming from Michael Look, forcing Luke Saville to play the low volley. And now they take the mini break at 3-2 and Michael Look serving.
Yours, yeah.
4-2, Barton look.
So just repeating our semi-finals on court tomorrow, starting from 10 a.m. Obviously, weather permitting tomorrow, feature match being live streamed. Sam Groth, Matt Reid, first match on court, court number 1 here, and that'll be live streamed through the Australian Open on Tennis Australia channel on YouTube. So hopefully get plenty of people to watch that match. That'll be followed by Casey Delacqua, number 1 seed at the event.
5-2, Barton look.
As Matt Barton just polishing up there, finishing off a good serve there from Michael Venus. Getting the high return, and Barton moving across. Casey Delacqua taking on Misha Iguchi, Japanese player, taking out Sasha Jones today in straight sets.
5-3, Barton look.
Foot.
5-4, Barton look.
Michael Look, a bit of a poor attempt at a lob there, just not getting it up over his opponents, but they still have the mini break, and Michael Barton at 5-4 here. So Matthew Barton rather, 5-4 opportunity to close this first set out with 2 points on serve.
5-all.
That one not getting over. And Saville and Andrew Whittington playing beyond their years here. A very dogged performance, not wanting to give it away.
Out. 6-5. Barton, look.
And that backhand volley just sailing over the baseline there from Luke Saville, and that now brings up the first set point of this set. Luke Saville will have the serve.
Six all.
And the young pairing saving yes, the first set point there. 6-all, change of ends in this first set tiebreak. Pivotal set. And this is the men's doubles final streaming live at the 2011 William Loud Bendigo International. Been some terrific doubles action all week. Top seeds Adam Feeney and Sam Groth losing in the second round of men's doubles and opened the door for a couple of other pairings to come through. But Luke Saville and Andrew Whittington, unseeded pair, and they have come through, beating the second seeds John Peers and Dane Propogia in the first round, Joey Swaziland and Jordan Thompson in the second, and Marcus Daniels and Ruben Statham in the semis yesterday.
7-6. Barton, look.
Yet to lose a set here, but Barton look again now having set points for the second time in this set. And it will be Michael Look serving with the advantage of the mini break in hand. Serving for the first set.
Up.
Out. 7-all.
But again, a good return there from Luke Saville at the toes of Michael Look, and just not able to control the volley and pushing it over the baseline. 7-all.
8-7. Barton, look.
And Andrew Whittington cannot believe that he missed that backhand. Picked the right side and hit it cleanly off the racket, but just catching the tape, not going over. And a third set point for the pairing of Barton Look. Again, Andrew Whittington, though, this time having the serve.
Let for serve. Let for serve.
Up.
Now a second serve set point. And that big
Game
forehand
set. Barton, look.
of
7
Matthew
games to
Barton
6.
whipping the ball back up the line and closing out. Took them 3 goes, but they have converted a set point. Now take a 1-set-to-love lead in the final of the men's doubles at the Bendigo Pro Circuit event, William Loud Bendigo International for 2011. And these pictures coming to you via Power Audio Visual, and doing a great job on the live stream. And they can take care of all your power visual needs. Check out their website at powerav.com.au or Google Power AV. Grant and the team, fantastic work they do, and bringing some great pictures through the Australian Open channel and the Tennis Australia channel on YouTube. And going out through bendigotennis.com.au/live, the host venue of the 2011 William Loud Bendigo International. Done very well to get through today's play. A 4-hour delay earlier in the day. Matches not getting on until 2 o'clock. But we've got play through our schedule. 10 matches due to go on court today, and they are all getting through. Ladies doubles final is also on court number 2 here at the moment, with with Samantha Murray and Storm Sanders taking on Stephanie Begginson and Tara Candord, and that should be a pretty good ladies doubles final match also on court. But we have the men's final here, and Matthew Barton and Michael
Second
Look.
set, Barton to serve.
With 1 set to love lead, and Matthew Barton will be serving in the first game to hopefully to keep his team in front.
Out. 15 love.
I think the boys might have thought that serve was a bit long from our position.
Oh!
Thirty love. $30-15.
A massive forehand there from Andrew Whittington, stepping in on the Matthew Barton serve there and ripping it back up the line past Michael Look.
Out. 40-15. Game, Barton Look.
And big
First
serve
game,
there
second set.
from Matt Barton. Big ace up the middle, and they go to 1-0 in this second set, having taken the first set by 9 points to 7 in the tiebreaker. A very close first set. Took them 3 set points, but they did convert that first set. Now Andrew Whittington will serve to get their team on the board in this second set.
Oh!
Wait, please. Out. 15 love.
And it's a great time in Australian tennis coming into December. Showdown at Melbourne Park.
Vote!
Now underway with the 14 and under teams event getting started this week.
15 all.
Also the 12s and 18s and 16 and under national championships taking place at Melbourne Park over the next couple of weeks, as well as the wildcard playoff for the Australian Open. And it's always interesting to see who's performing well at this time of year, if they can get that prized wildcard into the Opens. And players in the last previous couple of years, Bernard Tomic, Nick Lindale a couple of years ago. Tomic's done well a couple of times at the wildcard playoffs.
30-15.
Colin Ebelthite winning the wildcard playoffs. Sam Groth doing well. So there's plenty of good players out there that will be looking to try to take some of the form from Pro Tour events, both here and abroad, and try to get their hands on a wild card into the Australian Open.
All.
And now this is a pretty important point here for Andrew Whittington and Luke Saville, trailing a set and one love, 30 all.
$30-40.
And a good return there from Michael Look, bringing up break points.
Juice, deciding point, receiver's choice.
One of the features of doubles, the pro circuit, is the sudden death at deuce. And receivers, and boys are looking to go tandem.
Vote!
Game, Saville Whittington. 1 game all.
And error from Michael Look there. Squares the match up at 1 all. Second set in this men's doubles final action at the 2011 William Laud Bendigo International. Had some fantastic tennis so far this week.
Love 15.
Some tough conditions. Pretty windy start to the event on Tuesday and Wednesday. Beautiful conditions yesterday, but rain delay, holding play off course for 4 hours, which was difficult for the players and officials. Not quite knowing what they should do, go, come back. But good to get on court today and get through the schedule.
$30-15.
And the court signs copying a bit of a punishment there from Andrew Whittington. Not happy with that one.
$30 all.
We can see Josh from our position just to the back of court 9, and it looks like the guys are still going. So Match between Ben Mitchell and Ruben Statham. Very close
40,
in
30.
the third set. They have been out on court for some time now. The match was scheduled to go on to court 6, but rain just tried to open up and get as many courts on as we could get through the schedule for today.
Game, Barton Look. Barton Look lead 2 games
As
to 1
Michael
second
Look
set. By 1 set
holds
to love.
serve in this second set. His team taking the first set by 7 games to 6, 9-7 in the tiebreak. Very close first set.
Out. 15 love.
Oh!
15 all.
Oh!
15, 30.
Oh!
30 all.
And that volley from Michael Look just drifting over the baseline there. McSaville would have had his hand in his mouth as he let that one go past.
Out. 40, 30. Game, Saville, Whittington. 2 games all.
Oh!
15 love. Thirty love. 30-15.
And some quick hands there from Andrew Whittington at the net. Good little exchange between the players. Whittington just polishing off the volleys there. It's good to see the boys obviously in good form in the doubles, having won the Pro Tour doubles event in Traralgon last week. For 2 in a row. And we may have a result with
30 all.
bit of noise coming from court number 9. As Ben Mitchell's a pretty laid-back sort of character. I don't like the sounds of that from his point of view with that big scream out. I would think that perhaps his opponent Ruben Statham might have got the better of that match.
Oh.
Touch. 40-30.
Luke Saville just reaching across, not able to get that volley there.
Game, Saville Whittington. Correction, Barton Look. Barton Look lead 3 games to 2 second set and by 1 set to love.
And Matthew Barton and Michael Look stay ahead in this match. And they lead 3 games to 2. And having won the first set 7-6, 9-7 in the tiebreak, a pretty close tiebreak. We're streaming live through the Tennis Australia channel on YouTube, bringing you these pictures. I've had some great matches earlier today. Sam Groth, James Lemke. Groth in unbelievable form. Just absolutely could not do anything wrong in his match today in the quarterfinal, and never gave James Lemke any real chance at all of winning the match. Hit something like 78% of first serves in, 16 aces, and when you're serving at 200 plus kilometres an hour and getting 78% of those in, you make it extremely difficult for your opponent to do anything at all. And Groth, love and 2 inside of about 50 minutes that match. Very quick match. And James Lemke coming back from a wrist injury. He's got plaster off on that wrist a couple of weeks ago, and poor James just was a bit of a passenger in that match. Just couldn't do anything to stop Sam Groth and his big serve. This match, pretty delicately poised at the moment. On serve in the second set, with Andrew Whittington and Luke Saville, young pairing, looking to try to level this second set up at 3 games all, having lost the first set 7-6, 9-7 in the breaker.
15 all.
Up.
30-15.
And result just in, we were incorrect. Ben Mitchell did progress through the quarterfinal against Ruben Statham, 10-8 in the match tiebreak, and very close set there, going to 3 sets. Sorry, not a match tiebreak, a tiebreak in the 3rd set.
Game, Saville Whittington.
Play out pro
3 games
circuit.
all.
3rd sets in singles. But uncharacteristic, must have been a very big match there for Ben and good win, and he must have been pretty happy because he let out a bit of a roar at the end. And that is not like Ben Mitchell, generally pretty composed on court, so must have been pretty happy with the victory today over Ruben Statham, a tough competitor from New Zealand. So a semi-final lineup for tomorrow in the singles is complete, at least. Match 1, live streaming Sam Groth. And Sam Groth will be taking on young Aussie Matt Reid, who we had commentating his match earlier today. And that'll start from 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Match 2 on centre court, streaming live, is a women's singles #1 seed Casey Delacroix taking on Japan's Misha Iguchi, 232 ranked player in the world and the 5th seed at the tournament. That will be streaming live. And that's the 2nd match to go on court today. On court tomorrow, sorry, semi-finals.
12:30.
Whilst that match is on, we'll have a men's singles match on court 6, which won't be streamed, but still should be a terrific game between Michael Look, and he'll be taking on Ben Mitchell, who has just won through into the semi-finals. And the final match, which will be streamed live on court 1, 3 matches coming live tomorrow. Olivia Rogowska taking on Isabella Holland, and that should be a terrific battle as well. 2 young female players.
12:40.
As Michael Look goes down triple break point here on serve, and Luke Saville and Andrew Whittington first chance to get in front in a set in this match.
15:40.
And that's a pretty good way to save a couple of break points. 2 big serves from Michael Look. 1 to come. Trying to stay in front in the 2nd set of men's doubles final action. Coming to you from the William Loud Bendigo International. Oh, terrific return from Luke Saville.
Whittington. Saville Whittington lead 4 games to 3, 2nd set. 1st set, Luke Barton.
And that team now leads 4-3. Luke Saville, Andrew Whittington in front for the first time in this men's doubles final.
Time.
Out.
15 love. 15 all. Thirty 15.
And it's just gone 6 p.m. in Bendigo. Men's doubles final action. William Loud Bendigo International. Young pair
40-15.
of Luke Saville and Andrew Whittington taking on Matthew Barton and Michael Look in this men's doubles final. And it is Barton and Look leading 1-0, but Saville and Whittington up in this set with a break in hand. And Luke Saville looking to consolidate that break here and push forward to 5-3. And try to get this match back at a set all and head to a
Saville
match
Whittington.
tie break, which he has
Saville
done.
Whittington lead 5 games to 3.
So Matthew Barton now will have the serve to try to keep his team in this match.
Oh!
Fifteen love.
Oh!
30 love. Forty love. Hold. 40-15. Game, Barton Look. Saville Whittington lead 5 games to 4, second set. First set, Barton Look.
So Luke Saville and Andrew Whittington now have the opportunity to send this match into a match tiebreak, having broken the serve of Michael Look earlier. But they do trail a set to love. And it
Time.
will be Andrew Whittington will have that opportunity to serve this set out and level the match at a set all.
Fifteen love.
Up.
30 love.
Oh!
Forty love.
And now 40 love, Andrew Whittington and Luke Saville at this point to put the match into a match tiebreak.
Forty 15. Coming. Out. Game and
And
second
there it
set.
is.
Saville Whittington.
So
6 games to 4.
We
One set
now
all.
go
10
to
point match tiebreak will now be played to decide the match.
a 10-point match tiebreak, as our chair umpire has indicated that will decide this match. And, well, really could go either way. Only one break so far in the match I've served. So the server, as you'd expect, men's doubles, the server really dominating. And, well, it's pretty close. And either of the teams really could step up and snatch this match.
Time. Match tiebreak. Look to serve. One zero. Barton look.
So the match tiebreak, it's starting to get pretty dark here in Bendigo. Just after 6 o'clock local time. This men's doubles final to be decided with a match tiebreak, which is a pretty fitting
1-1.
finale. The men's doubles has been there's been some terrific play throughout the course of the week, and Luke Saville, Andrew Whittington gunning for 2 straight doubles titles. And Matthew Barton and Michael Look have had a lot of success on the pro circuit and higher level events doubles, and a good solid combination.
Out. 2-1. Saville Whittington. Out. 2-all.
Big serve there from Matt Barton. 2-all. Both Barton and Look. Pretty big serves on both boys.
3-2. Saville Whittington.
Andrew Whittington, nice forehand there, and getting the mini break. And an opportunity to move 3 points clear here with 2 serves to the young team.
Three all. Four, 3, Barton.
Great cross there from Matt Barton. Just moving across sharp on the volley. And now they have the mini break. And Michael looks serving an opportunity to get a lead early on in this match tiebreak.
5-3.
Good serve there.
Barton. Look.
So, just like to thank the sponsors for the support of the 2011 William Lau Bendigo International. It's been a great event so far this year. Semi-finals and finals coming up next 2 days. Great semi-finals lineup. And, particularly Power AV.
5-4.
Based here in Bendigo, who are bringing these pictures through to you and beaming it out through Australian Open channel on YouTube and through bendigotennis.com.au/live. Great feature showing Pro Tour tennis live and beaming it out around all channels. So great to have plenty of viewers check out some of the Australians and some young talent from around the globe.
6-4.
Huge forehand
Barton.
from Matt Barton. Luke Saville not happy with the call on the far double sideline. Very difficult from this position. Chair umpire on the opposite side of the court. And, there is no lines umpire on that line at the moment. But semi-final singles action from 10 a.m. tomorrow in Bendigo. Kicking off with Sam Groth taking on Matt Reid, 2 Aussies. Sam Groth in
6-5. Barton, look.
almost, you'd go as far to say, career best form in the quarterfinals, destroying James Lemke, a proven pro circuit player, Love and 2, making something like 75% of first serves, 16 aces, and he was serving out of a tree today. Oh, great return there from Luke Saville.
6-all.
And squaring this match up, 6-all. Playing a 10-point match tie-break with an advantage of 2, so this is still anyone's ball game. The final of the men's doubles. Streaming live from Bendigo. Late start to the day with a 4-hour rain delay just putting us back, but on court now, and this is the final match for today. And a fitting end to the doubles, coming down to the final few points of a match tiebreak.
7-6. Barton, look. Out. 7-all.
And again, tied up, it's going to be a matter of who is going to take that chance. A cross volley or a big serve. 7-all, very little separating these teams. And it's 2 combinations.
8-7.
Great volley
Saville,
there.
Whittington.
Good serve, volley combination. Whittington, good serve, and Saville sharp on the volley. And they are now 8-7 lead in this match tiebreak. Michael looked to serve though, and he's played pretty well. Semi-finalist coming up tomorrow in the singles. He'll be taking on Ben Mitchell, but doubles final is here to be won. Oh, great
Mitchell.
overhead from Matt Barton there. 8-all. But streaming live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Sam Groth taking on Matt Reid. Match 2, Casey Delacroix taking on Misha Uguchi. That'll be the second match live streamed on court 1. Isabella, Holland, Olivia, Rogowska, the third match going on to court. So plenty of tennis coming live stream from Bendigo tomorrow. And we certainly hope you can join us. Oh,
9-8. Saville, Whittington.
Matt Barton just puts the volley wide, and that now brings up a championship point for Luke Saville on serve. And he will have the opportunity to claim this doubles title right here. With a serve coming to Matt Barton. Oh, unbelievable.
9-all.
Unbelievable exchange from all players there, and Michael look catching the net, going over the top of Andrew Whittington's racket. 9-all. Keeping this match alive. And Luke Saville now serving at 9-all in the match tiebreak. Match tiebreak first to 10 with an advantage of 2. And
10-9, Saville, Whittington.
puts a smash away there. Luke Saville, they have match points again. Young team, they're pumped. They are pumped. And now Matthew Barton will be serving championship point down. They played a fantastic point to fend off championship
Wait,
point.
please.
And they will have to again.
No, sorry, double. Sorry, double. What are you doing?
10-all.
Oh, and the boys, it was a double bounce there. Match point down. It's made no difference. They won the point, and we're at 10-all. This could have been a controversial finish there had they not won that point. And, but it doesn't matter. We are at 10-all in this match tiebreak.
Oh! There it is again.
11-10.
Great cross from
Saville,
Luke Saville. He's pumped. He's looking for something from the crowd. They love it. And they have their third championship point at 11-10. And Andrew Whittington will serve for the title. And what can he come up with? They've had 2 opportunities and twice denied through some fantastic rallying, scrapping from their opponents. Third time lucky, perhaps. And there it is.
Set match, Saville, Whittington.
They're pretty happy.
6-7, 6-4.
Another ball
12-10.
goes over the fence and into the bleachers. We're going to have a presentation. We'll put up a short couple of sponsors announcements there, but short presentation concluding this match to our winners. But thank you for joining us live stream for the men's doubles. We've seen Luke Saville and Andrew Whittington claim their second Pro Circuit doubles title in a row, taking the 2011 William Laud Bendigo International.
Test, test. So I'm here. Test.
And that brings
Ladies and gentlemen, all is in readiness for our presentations here for the doubles finals at the William Loud Bendigo International. First of all, I think we need a round of applause for our men's doubles finalists for the match we just saw. It's fantastic tennis. Just to begin the presentation, I'd like to acknowledge the major sponsors of this event. So the City of Greater Bendigo, William Loud, the Bendigo Tennis Association and the Victorian Government have all contributed heavily to this event. They've made it happen, and without our sponsors, as we all know, we wouldn't be here today. So thank you very much to them. Let's get into our presentations. We had the women's doubles final being played over on court 2 as we were watching the men here. We had another tough 3-set women's doubles final, and in the end, Samantha Murray and Storm Sanders were our runners-up at the William Loud Bendigo Tennis International. We have some lovely trophies for our doubles finalists that Leon Radelick here has organised, and some prize money cheques for the girls. Girls, bad luck today. Couldn't quite get there, but I'm sure you provided a very entertaining doubles final over there, and good luck as you move on to your next lot of tournaments and into the summer of tennis. And Storm has decided she would like to say a few words.
First of all, I'd like to thank the sponsors, the ball kids, the tournament referees and the chair umpires, and Sam for playing doubles with me. Thank you very much. And well done to Steph and Tyra. I think that's their third doubles in a row, so congratulations. That's a really good effort. And also to the ladies who are in the kitchen, who are always here, and the courtesy car drivers. So yeah, thank you very much.
Good stuff. Thanks, Storm. And to our winners of the William Loud Bendigo Tennis International Women's Doubles Final, Steph Bankson and Tara Calderwood. Ladies, as Storm mentioned, 3 in a row. You guys are becoming a pretty formidable combination. Congratulations.
First of all, I just want to say thanks to Steph for putting up with me for the last few tournaments. We've been doing pretty well together, so we've had lots of fun, and I just want to say thanks again for playing. Thanks to Storm and Sam for a great match. Thank you. Just want to say thanks to all the sponsors, tournament directors, and ball kids, umpires, referees, people in the canteen. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know. To John, Barry, Bill, Percy, our little entourage. Thank you guys so much for picking us up, taking us to Coles. Definitely, that's yeah. And physios, thank you. Treatment was great this week. Anyone else I've missed? Thank you. Thanks to everyone from Bendigo who's come out to watch. Vicky, nice meeting you this year. Hopefully next year we can come back and stay with you. And anyone else?
I think you've just about covered everyone, Tara. But yeah, thanks once again to Sam and Storm. It was a great final, and it's been an excellent tournament. And thanks again, Tara. 3 in a row. It's been really awesome playing with you. Cheers.
Good stuff, girls. You sound like you've really had a great week in Bendigo, so well done. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our presentation for the women's doubles final. So give us 2 seconds and we will present the men's doubles final. Well, I think my heart's still beating pretty fast. Just watching that men's doubles final, that was a fantastic match tie-break. So thanks very much, guys, all four of you, for providing us with a fantastic final today. Let's present our runners-up trophies and cheques to Michael Look and Matthew Barton. Guys, I know you've played together a few times over the last few months in the Pro Tour. You're getting pretty close to it. Couldn't quite get there today, but I'm sure you've had a great time in Bendigo as well.
Yeah, certainly had a great time. Thanks to Lookie for playing with me. I was pretty unlucky in the end. Well done, Savin Witt. They played a pretty insane match, but yeah, they played well in the end. Yeah, thanks to all the sponsors. Scotty Ray, I love Scotty Ray. He's a great guy. Yeah, and also thanks to all the Bendigos helped out to support this event and everything. So, yeah, it's been a great event. Also, go the Dogs. So, thanks.
Thank you very much, Matthew. And to our winners at the William Loud Bendigo Tennis International Men's Doubles Final, Luke Saville and Andrew Whittington. Guys, you're getting used to this as well. 2 weeks in a row for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, not a bad 2 weeks. Thanks, Whit, for playing with me. Bad luck today, guys. Good luck tomorrow looking your singles, mate. I'd just like to say thanks to Scott and the team. You do a great job every tournament. All the ball kids, everyone who makes this tournament possible every year. Love coming back to Bendigo. You guys put on a great tournament, so thank you. Thanks to all the sponsors that make this tournament possible. Without you guys, it's physically impossible to make these tournaments possible. So thank you very much. And thanks to coaches, thanks Rudy, thanks Wags for supporting us today. Good final, and yeah, look forward to coming back here next year. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Luke. Did you want to add anything, Andrew?
Yeah, I think he's covered it all. But yeah, thanks to the coaches, everyone that's helped out in this tournament, and thanks for supporting me, Sav.
Good stuff, guys. I'd just like to finish our presentation by thanking Leon and the efforts of all his teammates around him who have done a fantastic job here in Bendigo. I did hear one of the players say this week that this is the best atmosphere at any Pro Tour event, and I think that's true, and it's a real credit to Leon and all the work he's put in before this event and obviously during this week. So I'd just like to really acknowledge the Bendigo Tennis Association. That's about it for us. We have singles semi-final action tomorrow starting at 10 o'clock. Let me just consult my paper. With Matt Reid and Sam Groth right here on centre court, followed by Casey Delacqua and Misa Iguchi, and then Isabella Holland and Olivia Rogowska. And over on court 6, Sam Groth will be taking on Michael Look as well. So, sorry, Ben Mitchell. So, single semi-final action tomorrow. Come back and watch some fantastic tennis. Thank you, Luke. Backing me up.